Let's get started on the batter that we're going to put on our corn dogs. I like to make this in a really big 8-cup measuring cup. So in the bowl here, I have 2/3 cup all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of yellow cornmeal, and then 3 tablespoons of just regular granulated sugar is going to go right in. I have a tablespoon of baking powder. This is baking powder, not baking soda. 3 teaspoons of garlic powder, not garlic salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Alright, so with our spatula now, just get in there and mix up all of these dry ingredients. Alright, we got our dry ingredients all mixed up here. I turned off the heat gauge on my deep fryer, which is telling me the temperature is ready to go on that, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. Alright, to this, I'm going to take 1 egg, and just with my spatula kind of whisk that up a little bit. And then I have 3/4 cup of whole milk. And just get this all stirred up until you get a nice thick batter. Alright, batter's all made. I like to pour this into a tall, narrow container. It's just going to help us when we dip our hot dogs in there. So what I'm going to do, and why we have the spout, just help us pour that right in there. We're all set to go. This is a quick process, so once you get the batter made, you're about ready to go. The only additional thing you need are your hot dogs. I have the kosher ones I bought, came 7 to a pack, and 1/2 cup of cornstarch right here in a shallow bowl. For the stick, what I found is works best are the Japanese style chopsticks. They're heavy duty, some skewers bend a little bit. These are actually great, they're like $1 at the supermarket. And our oil. Our oil's at 375 degrees. If you don't have a deep fryer, put your oil in a pot with a temperature gauge and get it up to 375. When they come out, a sheet pan lined with the rack is all you're going to need. Alright? So to get these going, we're going to take our hot dogs, skewer them up about 2/3 of the way, and just roll them in the cornstarch. The cornstarch is going to give the batter something to hang on to. Alright? And then just tap off all the excess. Alright, then into the batter. And you give these a spin around. You want to get them well coated. Then we're going to drop them into the fat and fry them. Just out, give them a little swirl. A lot of the excess you do want to go ahead and have it drip right off your hot dog. Once you have about that much, put them right down into the oil. And notice that I'm just going to let the whole thing drop down in. Make sure you have a pair of tongs on hand, and we'll keep those moving around until nice and brown, about 3 minutes or so at 375. Alright, the first one is out, and it's perfectly okay to let that stick drop down in there, and you actually get a pretty good looking corn dog. So just continue in this manner. Once you get the hang of it, you can do 2 or 3 probably at the same time. I'll come back when we're all done. Alright, there you have it. While I had my grease hot, I went ahead and fried some French fries, just for the heck of it, right? I mean, why not? And the oil that I use, I get questions about that a lot when I'm frying at high temperature. I try to use peanut oil or canola oil. Peanut oil doesn't smoke as much, so I generally try to have that. Gotta give these a taste. They look fantastic, just like what you get at the State Fair. You guys, make them. They're really good. If you like your batter a little sweeter, add another tablespoon of sugar to it. I think they're perfect as is. Give them a shot. If you want to make a comment on this recipe or ask me to prepare a recipe for you, email me at scottinoregon@comcast.net. I'm also on Twitter now. It's Portland Foodie is the name on that. And on Facebook, it's Scooter Hargrove. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.